topic for the second quarter for Mathematics 10. Our third topic is about the sum of terms of geometric sequence. Now, our learning competency is to find the sum of the terms of geometric sequence. So, before we proceed, let's just have a recap of what is a geometric sequence. A geometric sequence is a sequence wherein we have a common ratio, then we multiply it to a preceding term to get the next term. So, for example, we have 2, 6, and 18. To get the next term, we just multiply the common ratio. To find the common ratio, you just divide the second term by the first term. So, our second term is 6 and our first term is 2. Therefore, our common ratio is 3. Now, let us check if that's correct. 2 times 3, the answer is 6. 6 times 3, that is 18. To get the next term, you have to multiply 18 by 3. So, we get 54. Now, what are we going to do is to get the sum of this geometric sequence. Now, we simply add them to get their sum. So, that's 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 18, that is 26 plus 54. Therefore, the sum of this geometric sequence is equal to 80. So, their sum is 2 plus 6 plus 18 plus 54. Now, what if you are going to add a lot of geometric sequence, let's say 15 to 20 numbers? So, what are you going to do? Okay, so let's proceed to that. So, we already did the first method. The second method is elimination method, but it's just like adding them. So, we proceed to the third method wherein we use the formula for geometric sequence. The formula for getting the sum of the n terms of geometric sequence is S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. So, we just simply substitute all the given numbers to this formula. Take note, this is the sum. Marami na tayong formula, so this one, just remember this for the sum. Okay, next. This is the sum. Let's take a look at example. Look at an example from the module. So, we want to find, let's get the first given. We want to find the sum of 4 geometric sequence of the first 5 terms of the geometric sequence 4, 8, and 16. S sub n stands for how many, n stands for how many terms are we going to add. So, this is 5. A sub 1, that is 4, which is your first term. And then 1 minus, what is your common ratio? So, 8 divided by 4, that is 2 raised to n. So, what is your n? That is 5. Bakit naging 5? Kasi 5 yung hinahanap mong terms. Sabi, diba, what is the sum of the first 5 terms? And then 1 minus r, which is 2. Ayan. So, we just solve this step by step. So, we have here 1 minus, what's 2 raised to 5? That would be 32. All over 1 minus 2, that is negative 1. So, we copy this one. Ayan. So, 1 minus 32, that is negative 31. Madali nyo na lang masasolve to kasi you can use your calculators, pero para mas mahasa kayo, wag na kayong mag-calculate. We have here 4 times negative 31, that's negative 124, divided by negative 1, that is 124. So this is the sum. Ma'am, 5 terms lang yan. Pwede naman akong mag-add na lang. Pwede naman. That is the first method. So, for example, 4 plus 8 plus 16. So, ano yung 5 terms mo? 16 times 2, that would be 32. And then, times 2, that would be 64. Let's add them. So, this is 10, 10, 24. So, 6 plus 3 plus 1, that's 124. Mas mabilis to. Yes, mas mabilis to. What if the question is, find the sum of the first 10 terms, first 12 terms, first 15 terms. Hindi mo na masyado magagamit to. Okay? So, pares lang naman sila ng sum or ng sagot. Pero this one is mas mabilis, yung may formula syempre. And it's time consuming kapag ikaw ay nag-a-add ng madami. Tsaka kasi isosolve mo pa per term nun eh. 'Di ba? Minsan hindi naman yun times 2 lang. Minsan times 3 times 4. So let's have another example. What is the sum of the first 10 terms of 444? Ayan. Ano masasabi nyo dito? Ang kanyang common ratio is 1. So, since R is 1, ayan, do not use the formula. You can simply raise it. Ayan. Ayan yung sinasabi niya, oh. Since S sub n is equal to n times A sub 1, if R is 1. So, ang mangyayari na lang dyan, S sub 10 is equal to 10 times 4, which is 40. Para ka lang na gano'n dyan, 10 4, i-add mo. Therefore, that is 40. This is a geometric sequence pa rin kasi the common ratio is 1. Sometimes, bibigyan ka pa niyan, ito, binigay na sa example number 3. Sa example number 3, diba, kung mapapansin mo, your common ratio is negative 1. So, kapag ganyan yung instance, magsisiro na yan. Pero take note, it should be even. Kasi kapag hindi yan even, example, ang tanong dito, first 6 terms. So, 3, negative 3, 3, negative 3, 3, negative 3. Even yan, kasi 6 yan eh. So, cancel to cancel yan, cancel yan. So, magiging 0 talaga if the given number of terms is even. Sabi mo 4, 3, negative 3, 3, 4 terms yung i-add mo. O, de 0 pa rin yan. Pero kapag binigay sa'yo ay add, example, 5, 3, negative 3, 3, negative 3, then 3. Depende kung ano yung first term mo eh. So, ito, makakancel mo yan. Pero may tira ka pang 3. So, your sum there is 3. Depende kung ang binigay sa'yo ay even or odd number of terms. Kapag odd number of terms, meron ka pa ring sum. Pero kapag even, matik yun, 0. So, yung kanina sa example number 2, kapag pare-parehas naman siya, i-multiply mo lang kung ilang beses, ilang terms yung hinihingi sa'yo. Swerte kayo pag ganito yung mga given. So, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. What if the first 5 term is odd? So, ayan, makikita nyo. Tama pa rin yung sagot natin. Let's try to answer number 1 on this activity. We have here what is the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric sequence. 2, 6, 18. Ito yung given ko kanina. So, let's just look back to the formula. So, the formula is S sub n is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r, where r is not equal to 1. So obviously, this the sum or the ratio, common ratio here is 3. What else? Your first term is 2. How many yung hinihingi sa atin doon sa given, sa tanong? Find the first 5 terms. So your n is 5. So just simply substitute everything to the formula. S of 5 is equal to 2 times 1 minus 3 raised to 5. And then 1 minus 3. So S5 is equal to 2 times. So, pwede ka naman kayong gumamit ng calculator kapag ka nag-exponent. Kasi, minsan mataas yan eh. So, we have 3 raised to 5. The answer is 243. All over 1 minus 3, that's negative 2. So, this is 2 times 1 minus 243 is negative 242. Divided by negative 2. So, 242, negative 242 times 2, that's 484. Divided by negative 2. So, the answer is positive. 484 divided by 2. The answer is 242. Or you can simply cancel this one na lang. Tapos may matitira kang negative sign. Negative divided by negative, that's positive. Now, let us check kung ayaw nyo maniwala sa formula. So, we have 2, 6, 18. What's 18 times 3? The answer is 54. And then 54 times 3, the answer is 162. Add natin. So, this is 10, this is 10, 22. 6, 6, 12, 14. Okay. So, still, we have the same answer. Okay. So, I think that's it for the sum of the geometric sequence. So remember, to find the sum of the first n terms of geometric sequence, we must use this formula. R should not be equal to 1. Okay? Now, if R is equal to 1, you simply multiply the number of terms to your first term. If R is negative 1 and n is even, your sum is 0. If R is negative 1 and n is odd, therefore, your answer is your first term. Okay? So, for the next topic, sum to infinity. That's all. Thank you.